Hi everybody, this is Robert, and I just received my package. This is the LRC component tester, which also can test transistors, diodes, and capacitors, ESR of capacitors, probably also MOSFETs. So I'll open this up. Hopefully we could start putting this whole thing together. Comes with a case, so we have to peel this off, peel all these off, all the screws and all that stuff, and the whole electronic component, which is the LRC meter, is all assembled. See there, and it has a microprocessor there and a 9-volt battery connector. So I guess the bulk of the work would be assembling the case for it, and then I could test it and show you how this whole thing works. This is good because I got lots of components that I would like to test, and there are components that have no value on it, so it would help me figure out what they are, especially the very old components like tube radios and stuff. Alright, I will put this together and get back to you. Hello guys, here is the assembled LCR meter transistor tester also. What I did here is that I glued the bottom part, okay, there with hot glue, so I could easily take out the top so I can change the batteries. Because if you don't do that, everything will fall apart, and then you'll have a hard time trying to put everything back together again. So this is what I suggest when you get a kit like this. You can take it out, change the batteries there, right there, and then clean the plastic, or if there's any dirt. And I also increased the diameter of this one here using this bit here, because it was very tight, and and if you press the plastic case, it would also depress that. So now there's a huge a good amount of clearance there, so every time I press this, it's fine. It works nice. I'll put everything back. Okay, and I'll get back to you. Here we are again, folks. This is the completed LCR meter, and you could see it has a single chip microprocessor, and it's fairly simple in design. I'm sure it has a nice programming thing there, and this is where you connect your component. There are leads 1, 2, and 3. 3 leads, main leads for transistors, and the rest are all number ones in the bottom and the top. That is for larger components. We can test. I'll test this resistor here. And put that one there and that one there. Lock it in place so it can't move. and now you can press that, and it's testing, and you get 10 mega ohms, 10 meg, and that's the right resistor. 10 meg. Let it focus. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna change the resistor and go to the lowest one I have. Let's see here. Now that's 1 ohm, which is correct. 1 ohms. Okay, so it reads really good. It's a nice meter to use for testing. And let me see a capacitor here. I got this capacitor here. I got more capacitors, but I just didn't want to take them out from my bin. And let's see, it takes some time testing. Now you got 1 nanofarad, which is the smallest one I have. So it's really good. I'm very satisfied with this product. The longest part was peeling off the paper that was stuck to the plastic. But after that, putting them together, and I glued everything in the bottom, including the bolts here, so that when I can just take out the nuts here, all 4 nuts, so I can change the battery. I don't know, these holes here, that was probably for a power jack, that in case maybe original designs didn't have the battery connected. It's just a power jack, so that was just left over from the older designs. But it's a very nice tester, and I got this from eBay for $13, free shipping. I waited about a week, I guess, for this. But overall, it's a very nice product. I don't have to find my transistors, that spare transistors, and see if I can test them. Maybe I'll see if I can find a diode here, or LED. Now I got an LED. It's testing it. It's making it blink. And you got an LED there, forward voltage 1.89, and the capacitance is 9 pF, which is really, really good. Even though you reverse this thing, it still worked. I got some more. This electrolytic capacitor, which is a larger one. Not that large, but just enough. I'm gonna test it there. Okay, it's testing the thing. There you go, 22 microfarad. That's basically what it is, and you get the ESR and the V loss 5%, which is really good. Gives you all that information for your capacitor, especially if you don't have any markings on it. It helps a lot. I have also this orange drop capacitor. Just adjust the leads. One lead is shorter, it's much longer than the other, so I'm gonna adjust that. And bear with me, I'm trying to work with one hand. There you go, you got 2.217 nanofarad with ESR of 0 ohms. And yeah, and that's the 224J. That's the correct one. So these are what I use for my vacuum tube amplifiers, because it has a pretty high voltage and it's very stable. So there you go. Once I find a transistor or a MOSFET, I know it can test the transistors and MOSFETs, so it's a pretty good product. I'm pretty pleased with it. Thank you, and like and subscribe.